So, have you ever been burglarized or stolen from? From your house, your apartment, your car, your desk, your locker? Have you ever had a car stolen, a bike stolen, a bag stolen? Or even just had a space violated? Someone breaking your window or jimmying open a lock, even if nothing was taken? Have you ever had that experience? What did it feel like? You can drop it in the comments if you want. But my guess is that most of you said you felt violated, even if someone just makes a mess of things or doesn't take anything. That someone came into your space, a person that wasn't supposed to be there or took things without your consent. People will say after burglaries that even if the things that are taken aren't worth much or don't have any sentimental value, I don't know, like a TV or something, that the sense of violation is the part that stands out. And obviously the harms of burglary or theft are much greater if the things that are taken are difficult to replace, are very valuable, or are sentimental. I'm saying this as somebody who was recently burglarized. It happened during the LA fires, a time which brought out the very best and the very worst in people. My alarm system worked, the sound scared off the assholes, nothing was taken. That would cost many, many, many thousands of dollars to fix the broken windows and other damage that was done, much of it which was not covered by insurance, right? Not only was it expensive, but it felt gross in my body. Shortly after I had this experience and after it happened, someone was talking to me about her narcissistic relationship, and as she was talking about it, she was using words like violated and theft. And I said to her, I said, it was like you were burglarized. And she said, yeah, this person stole me. They stole my sense of who I am, my sense of trust, my time, my personality. She's like, yeah, it felt like they broke into me and stole my shit. And that hit me hard because my broken windows and damaged walls were nothing compared to what happened to this woman. In essence, she as a person was broken into and stuff taken that no one has any right to take. But the stuff that was taken, it was her. It also led me to reflect on one more thing. That it's not unusual for burglary or theft victims to be questioned on whether they locked the cabinet or the door or the car. I hate that question being asked them because ultimately it is blaming, it's this case of blame the person being harmed thing. The issue that it's locked or not, that's not the issue. Someone felt entitled to walk into a damn space they were not supposed to walk into and take someone else's stuff, locked or not. But if we extend that blamey, did you lock the doors rhetoric to what happens in narcissistic relationships, it's basically, well, why did you let them close? Why did you share those things with them? Well, she thought they were so awful. Why were you vulnerable? We tend to blame people that are harmed, whether it is for something being stolen out of their car or their sense of self being stolen. That icky sense of violation and sometimes even shame, especially if you feel blamed for it, is a classical, if not the classical issue in narcissistic relationships. Most people in these relationships do blame themselves. Why was I so foolish to fall for the love bombing? Why didn't I see it sooner? Why did I let it move so fast? Why didn't I question it? Why did I justify their behavior? It's the burglary victim asking themselves, why didn't I lock the door? Why didn't I double check the door? Why didn't I get an alarm? In my case, it was, why didn't I put up better curtains that closed up better so people couldn't see inside? It took me a minute to recognize, how about, hey, how about you stay the hell out of my backyard and not break into my house, asshole? A narcissistic relationship is theft. And it's the loss of so much, of trust, of safety, of hope, of time, of love, of care, of other people, identity, aspirations, instinct, intuition. It's a bigger heist than someone taking some cash and jewelry. There are some things we cannot get back. We cannot get time back. Some of the relationships we lose don't come back. and our relationship with trust permanently shifts. But there is stuff that, while it feels it is taken away, that we really do not lose. Most survivors of these relationships still have compassion, empathy, love. And while we had to squelch our true selves to be in these narcissistic relationships, how about we don't give the narcissistic people that much power? They can't steal that from us. Our true self is in there. It may be buried under lots of layers and protection, but it's there. So any theft is temporary. I suppose we have to ask, what is the equivalent of like an alarm system you might have in a car or a house? In my case, I have to say, it was likely that the annoying beep, beep, beep of an alarm, which was then going to call the cops, is what kept the losers who broke into my home from rummaging too much through my stuff. And since, again, the racket and the police being called wasn't worth it, and ironically, I don't have much of value, there's nothing to sell, it was really an interesting metaphor for a narcissistic relationship. The thieves had clearly studied the property. They knew how to move the cameras without being seen. And then they launched their attack. It's a bit like love bombing, isn't it? And they did it so they're like, I'll make it so you can't really see me coming. But what is that alarm system in us? It's not our ring system. What's that thing in us that may make a toxic, narcissistic, manipulative, or antagonistic person say, I'm not going to bother trying to shake this person down. I'm out of here. What's that alarm system in us? A few things. Number one, knowing what all this narcissistic stuff is. The gaslighting, the love bombing, the warning signs, and then disengaging early. Number two, avoiding the whole idea of justification or benefit of the doubt. If it feels shady, it is shady. Number three, moving slowly. So you can, in essence, keep that alarm system on and take the data in on this new person slowly. Number four, being aware of our own core wounds. So we are aware of the manipulations that are sort of custom built to mirror our own histories and play on those vulnerabilities. Number five, understanding what a healthy relationship actually is so we don't get lost and confused by tactics such as love bombing. Number six, locking up the valuables tight. Just like we might have a hidden safe in a home or a safe deposit box in a bank, your sense of self, your true self, is the most precious thing you have. Protect it. I'm not saying never ever share it, but just like you may not take a person you barely know and show them the combination to the safe in your house and say, hey, there's my mother's pearls, or here's the key for my safe deposit box, and here's the code. Move slowly as you get to know someone new. Yes, vulnerability is connection and all that, but you can make that connection slowly. So yeah, a narcissistic relationship is burglary. It is theft. It is breaking and entering. It is entitlement that a person feels that they could come in and take your stuff and leave a mess and not have any guilt or remorse. It leaves us feeling violated, foolish, and even wondering if it was our fault. Did I lock the door? It also leaves us untrusting. In my case, I got more alarms, more locks, more cameras. We do that for ourselves. And in a relationship that looks like us, maybe avoiding people, not trusting, and isolating ourselves more. So yeah, narcissistic abuse is a break-in. And they temporarily stole something irreplaceable, which is you. But the good news is, you can get it back. Thanks again.